So I've been working on this Series 2 330 for the last few days to get it ready. It's just about ready to go down to my upholsterer's shop. But as always, there's just a bunch of little things that I need to get done. I mean, the obvious things is to put the hood on and the headlights, but they don't need to go on for the upholsterer, so I can leave those off and send the car down. The good thing is that it starts, stops, runs, and drives. So that's all it needs to get down to the upholsterer shop. But there are a few things that I needed to take care of internally just because once the interior is installed, it's going to make it a little bit harder to get done. So I had to work on the door lights to make sure the door lights were working properly. So make sure that those are turning on and off and that the switches were correct, and also just to make sure that some of the things inside the dash were working, like the gauges and all that other stuff. So I had to work on all that to just make sure, because once you put the interior in, I'm going to try not to take things apart. It's probably going to have to come apart a little bit, but I'm trying to put the interior in so that the upholsterer can just kind of install it and get it all in and do all that stuff. Yep, that's the seat. I have a spare seat from another car that I just threw in there. It doesn't have a seat back, but that's just so that I can actually drive the car onto the truck to load it in and take it down there. Obviously, the upholsterer has the seats, so I had to put something in there just so that I can drive the car. But what's neat about this is that this car now moves under its own power. So I think that's pretty significant move forward. I mean, this car has been apart and fully restored, or it's been in the process of a restoration. So it's kind of neat that it now moves under its own power. It starts and runs and moves. So the next step is for this car to head down to the upholsterer, and he can have it for however long it takes for him to install and get all the work that he's done and put carpets in, headliner, all the trim pieces. And then when it comes back, I have to finish up doing a little bit more tuning. I want to get all the little details. I mean, the lights working, I got the headlights installed, I got to do all that stuff. So there's still quite a bit of work done, but every step of the way, it gets a little bit closer. This week's Ferrari Mechanic Struggle has to do with wiring. So I thought I was being smart by installing the gauges and everything and wiring it all in before I put the dash in, because this center console section is very, very difficult to reach once the dash is installed. So I was actually able to put the center stack in before I put the dash in and put the whole dash in as one piece. The problem is I was following the wiring that was unplugged when I first took this dash apart, not realizing that someone had been in here and modified some stuff. So I was labeling it from what I found and assumed, and you know what happens when you assume, is that the wiring was okay and that it was working. But once I plugged everything in and then finally got battery in and engine in and the wiring in and the starter connected and powered up the system, that I start seeing some problems, and started looking at the wiring a little closer, and I started to realize that something didn't make sense. So unfortunately, that really only gave me an option to take the center stack out, and that required me getting under the car again, under the dash, and disconnecting the brackets to get to it. Like I said, it's really hard to get to, and even sometimes the trick of pulling out the speedometer, or rather the tachometer, to get behind there only allows you access to one side, and you still have to get to the other side. So yeah, it was a little bit of a struggle, but I managed to figure it all out and found the offending wire, this strange wire is not needed, and I don't know what and why it was added. And that's the risk that you take. Wiring stuff that was previously wired by someone else is the risk that you take when you have a car that wasn't running when you get it as a project car. A lot of these cars are sold as projects, and you know, you don't, but they're not running, and the person that's selling it says, oh yeah, it'll go right back together again. Well, it's never easy, because when a car isn't running and you haven't taken it out and driven it, you have no idea what works and what doesn't work. I mean, someone could have been in here and pulled all the wiring out and wired it all wrong and put it back together so it looked okay. Even on this car was generally together. But as you go through the wiring, you start to realize that someone's been inside, and maybe it wasn't working right when even if it was running the last time. So I'm kind of going through and deciphering the problems now. That's the mechanic struggle of the week.